guys, how's it going? So today I'm at Slades. Slades are a local garage to me, supercar garage. Great bunch of guys. They stock literally everything. They kind of specialise in Ferrari. They've got a service centre here. They have their own four-wheel drive centre now over the road. So they stock a lot of four-wheel drives. Obviously they sell very well these days. I'm actually going to be taking that beautiful Aston Martin Vanquish Volante out for a test drive. As you see when you come inside, it's just a stunning place. It's like an Aladdin's cave in here. It's a stunning car, it really is. It feels perfectly stiff, perfectly damped, perfect noise, I mean the sound. And although there's over 560 horsepower available, you have to work for it. It's not there from 2000 revs. You have to rev it out, which I think adds so much character to an engine and to a car. And I think that's how, that's how engines should be. The new DB11 is going to be turbocharged, and I'm sure that it's going to be a lot more efficient. It's going to be, there's going to be a power available from absolutely nothing, but this thing, I mean, let's put it into first gear, do a little launch from here. car, really does. Yeah, if I won the lottery, this would be in my garage. This would be the car that I drive down to the south of France, and I drive it through the Alps, and I have a lot of fun along the way. And then you turn the sport button off and you put it into drive, and it just goes deadly silent. You can still hear the purr of the V12, but it's just completely muted. If you're doing long journeys, or you didn't want to wake your neighbours up or whatever, you've got that option available. You just turn the sport button off and she just purrs. I mean, I would be in sports all the time, but as an ownership proposition, you know, being able to turn that off and quieten her down, it just is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Oh wow, yeah, in drive it's very lazy, changes very early, and just makes the whole experience very relaxing. I guess that's what is so special about this car, is when you're really pushing on, it becomes a proper sports car slash supercar. But when you knock it back into drive, you know, not only are the sounds, sort of deafening sounds, muted, but it just becomes so easy to drive. So we're coming past Slades here, just going to do a quick drive by. Actually, let's go right down here. I've been out doing a bit of recording on it. The weather hasn't been amazing, but it's been good enough to have the roof down, which is, you know, what that car's designed for. It is absolutely incredible. I wasn't sure what to expect. It's a big, heavy, I think it's over 1,800 kilos, so it's approaching 2 tons. But it's also got over 560 brake horsepower from its 5.9 litre, which is badged up as a 6 litre V12, and it is just a stunning car. It's a stunning car to drive. It's a piece of art. I mean, it is. I think it is probably the most beautiful car on the planet, or one of them. And with the cloth roof as well, it looks almost as good with the roof up as it does with the roof down. It's black on black with sort of yellow contrasting stitching inside, yellow calipers, and then humongous carbon ceramic brakes. But yeah, look at the beautiful interior. You got yellow stitching, sort of Aston Martin embroidered into the headrest there, and just a beautiful cabin. Excuse all my bits and pieces and my mess down there. But yeah, the center console is almost lifted straight out of the 177. Let's have a look at what's under the bonnet, because I think it's going to be a work of art. I don't know, let's have a look. So first thing, we'll lift up the carbon fibre bonnet lid, which weighs absolutely nothing, and oh my god. This 6 litre or 5.9 V12 has sort of been around since I think 2001, 2002, so it's been around nearly 15 years. But this is the 4th generation of that unit, and obviously they've improved upon it, you know, many times, and to sort of what it is today. The power delivery is just ridiculously smooth. Plenty of power right at the top end, but the power and the torque are right up in the rev range, so it's quite a lazy feeling engine low down, which is great because it kind of gives this car 2 characters. You know, it's a very easy to drive, and then when you do grab it by the scruff of its neck and really push on, it turns into an absolute animal. And the sounds, I can't begin to tell you how good that V12 sounds with the roof down, screaming in 1st and 2nd gear. It's unbelievable, it really is, and I hope that sort of my mics on these GoPros picked it up, because I was blown away, you know. And that beautiful sound, listen to that. So this actual car is for sale at Slades at the moment as we speak. It's up for £159,950. It's done 7,500 miles. It's yeah, it's 2 years old basically. It's got a number of options, you know, a massive list of options. So I'll put a link of this car below so you can actually look at the specification in detail. But it's just incredible, and it's a perfect spec in my opinion. You know, the black on black, but with the sort of yellow highlights, just finishes this car off beautifully. So please check that out, and also check everything else out that Slades have. They have a massive array of cars. They've got a huge stock. They're in the process of actually buying another premises local to where their one is, so they can have, you know, they can have a lot more sort of workshop facilities, a lot more storage for cars, etc. But this has just been a pleasure to drive. It's been a pleasure to do a video on. I'm a bit in love with it actually. If I'm being honest, I'm actually a bit in love with the car. I think it is the most beautiful thing I've ever laid my eyes on, well, car wise anyway. And it just happens to make one of the sexiest sounds on the planet as well, and it drives very well. Difficult, but I can't afford one. Yeah, so it's going to be a short-lived romance. But let's just talk about a few of the practical things. I guess the roof. So the roof goes up and down 14 or 15 seconds it takes to go up or go down. In terms of boot space, let's have a look. Again, this whole boot lid with the spoiler, etc., is all one piece of carbon. So it weighs nothing, but it's just, what a piece of engineering. Look, you can have a look underneath. Look at all this beautiful carbon. Hopefully the camera picks it up. I mean, you know, stunning. You can't see that until the boot's open, but it's just, yeah, beautiful carbon. So the boot itself, it's not massive, but you could get a suitcase in there, large suitcase, and it has plenty of storage in the sides here. Actually quite deep pockets on each side. That's the wind deflector in there. There's a pull handle there, nice little leather pull handle. And again, a bit like the i8 that I recently tested, it's a 2+2. But in fact, in the i8 and in the 911 you could squeeze some kids in the back. To be fair with this one, there's, you know, that's obviously with me driving, so with a smaller adult in the front you could squeeze a child in the back. But again, these seats come in handy when you've got excess luggage. You can put lots of stuff in there, pile it up, especially when the roof's open. You can pile it up and then lift the roof back up. So yeah, in terms of sort of all the electronic gizmos and the features within the car, well, thankfully now they've got rid of the awful Volvo sat-nav that was never good to begin with, so God knows why Aston Martin went with that. But since about 2013-14, most of their cars are fitted with the Garmin system, so it not only works very well, but it looks, yeah, the graphics and stuff are very very good, and it's very intuitive, so that's brilliant. Everything else is amazing, sort of touch sensitive. Really nice wheel with all the controls on the wheel that you need. So yeah, I think it's a great combination of style and function, and I just think it's yeah, I can't stop looking at it. I should be talking to the camera, but I just keep looking at the car because I know I've got to give it back very, very shortly, so I'm just trying to take it all in. Don't want to give this one back. Maybe I should just run off with it. Is it worth it? Probably not. Thanks for tuning in as always. Please subscribe and like this video if you liked it, and be sure to check out the Slades link that I'm going to put below in the description box. They've got a massive, massive range of vehicles there. and they're a really nice bunch of guys. So pop in there if you're in the area, if you're near Beaconsfield, then pop down and see them. Say that you saw my video if you like, if that's how you did find out about Slades. But definitely get down there and see them. There's serious car porn always in their showroom. So yeah, go and check that out, and I'll hopefully be doing more videos, and you know, with more of their stock, I guess, which is great for me and good for them. So yeah, cool. Thanks guys, cheers for tuning in. Cheers.